Hey babes, welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, I am Mocha Jewels, and if you haven't yet, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button and also leave a comment down below on any questions or anything you liked about today's video. So let's get right into it. As you can see based on the title, today's video is about the upcoming Sephora savings event that starts on April 14th, which I'm so excited because it's like one of my favorite events, because the money comes out and I start spending money knowing that I'm not supposed to be spending the money, but these be some sales that you don't see throughout the year, so I take on the opportunity. So today I wanted to show you guys some of the products that I do highly recommend, that I love using and that I continuously using, and these are staple products for me. And just in case you wanted to purchase them yourself, I just wanted to create this video so that you guys can see those products, and also I will list them down below. Once the sales start, I think Rouge starts first, and then Vib is next, and then Insider, and then Insider is last. And I would list that details here on the dates because I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I do know that Rouge is first, and I am Rouge, so I will definitely, I would definitely run to that set. And also too, if you're purchasing anything Sephora collection, which I do have a product that I'm going to mention, part of the Sephora collection, you get an extra 20% off if I'm not mistaken. So girl, get right into it, okay? So we're gonna start off based off of how I do my makeup in order. So that's how I'm gonna start off with the products that I'm going to mention. So let's start off with brows. So the product that I use for my brows, I use the Benefit Precisely My Brow Pencil in the shade 5. Yeah, in the shade 5. It's like a black. It has the spoolie and the pencil. I love this eyebrow pencil because it applies really nicely. It doesn't give cheap at all. I've been through some eyebrow pencil where it's difficult, or it gives like a grayish, even though it says it's black, it gives like a grayish color or whatnot, but this applies really gently, and it just, it's it. But if we want to be affordable, even though this is not that type of video, but if we want to save our coins when it comes to eyebrow pencil, I would suggest using e.l.f. because that's like one of my favorites too. And if I wanted to put something hand in hand with this, I would say the e.l.f. eyebrow pencil is pretty much the same thing as this. But this, I've been using it since like January, and I've been using it every time I've been doing my makeup, and honestly I love this product, and I would definitely be getting me a new one because I'm sure this is almost done. So that's for eyebrows, okay? After I do my eyebrows, I go in and I moisturize my skin. And the products that I use is, the first product that I'm about to mention is done. And the other day I had it in my cart for like a week, and when I went back to go purchase it, it was gone. It was out of stock, so I'm waiting for it to come back in stock so that I can re-up on it. And that product I am going to get, and that I'm talking about, is Dermalogica Skin Moisturizer. I don't have it with me because I did throw a tube away because it was done. Even my husband got into it too because he just loves it, how it makes his skin feel. And I'm so obsessed with it, even though it's so expensive. It is so expensive, y'all. It's ridiculous, okay? But I am going to get this during the savings event because, baby, that... Anyways, so it's this, like I said, it's the Dermalogica Skin Moisturizer. I'm going to place the picture right here. It is, when I say it comes in clutch, I use it as my everyday moisturizer, and that's why I run out of it too, even though I get like it's like the size of the bottle is not even big, first of all. So I run out of those tubes really quickly. That's why I said I'm gonna wait till the sale to get it, you know, at an affordable cost, because it is something that I use on a daily basis on my skin. So it's that I use that to moisturize my skin. And right now, since I don't have any more, since I ran out about a week or two ago, lately I've been using the Charlotte Tilbury Magic Cream, and this comes in clutch too. It's not almost done. I don't know if you guys can see, but I have used a good amount, and this is, I think this is like the smallest size that they have, if I'm not, because I wanted to try it out first before I purchased the big two. And this ain't cheap either. This is not cheap. This is not cheap. This is not cheap, okay? But it does work. It does have my skin feeling nice. I don't think, no, it's like a distinct fragrance smell, but I don't think it's like really much so fragrance. Don't quote me on it. I'm not an esthetician. Skin is normal to dry. My skin can get sensitive a tiny bit here and there. It depends, but it's rare. So if you know your skin is sensitive to fragrance, I would not suggest this, because I do smell a tiny bit of fragrance in this. I don't know what it is, but it's something that I smell whenever I apply it. But it's definitely hydrating, and it keeps, I don't know, it allows the makeup to sit nicely and glide on my skin really, really nicely. But my top #1 product that I suggest is the Dermalogica Skin Moisturizer. Period. That's the girl. That's that girl. Okay? Alright, now let's move on. So we did eyebrows, we did moisturizer. Now let's move on to, I usually do eyes next. So whenever I do my eyes, okay, first let's talk about prepping my eyelids. So to prep my eyelids, I use a concealer. Any concealer that I have. Sometimes it's e.l.f., sometimes it's Fenty. So I just use any concealer that I have to prep my eyelid. After I apply the concealer, I do go in with a translucent powder, which the only translucent powder that I use to set my eyelids is the Mercier translucent loose setting powder in medium deep. This is how it looks. This has been lasting me a good minute. I haven't gotten a new one yet, even though I'm gonna have to soon, because because it does take 12 months, and I think I had this for a minute now. But I don't know, we're gonna see if I'm gonna get me a new one this sale. I'm thinking about it. But in this, it allows the eyeshadow to be applied on your eyelids really, really nicely. It doesn't cake up. It doesn't, I love this. I love this. Sometimes I do use it too as a setting powder. Sometimes if I want like a brighter under eye, because the medium deep is not that deep for me. So sometimes I apply it under my under eyes if I want that highlighted look, but that's rare that I do that. But other than that, I do set my eyelids with this prior to applying my eyeshadow, and it's been working and I love it. Or sometimes if I don't even want to apply eyeshadow, I just apply this and keep it moving, and put some eyeliner and keep it moving. So this is it. When it comes to eyeshadow, I have a lot of eyeshadow palettes. They come from everywhere. But my two favorite eyeshadows currently from Sephora is one, the Makeup by Mario Master Mattes. We know. Y'all should know. We know about this. This is it. That natural, that nude, the browns, the black. This is like your everyday natural look. It's it, okay? This is it. I love it. It's pigmented. It gets the job done. That is one. The next palette that I really love and I recommend is the Huda Beauty Empowered palette. And this palette, look at it, like, not only because of the way that it looked, even though that's what captured my eyes when I purchased it, the meaning behind it, and then most importantly, the eyeshadow palette. The colors is like, you have your different nudes, but you have pops of colors in here. Some of them are cream shades, and some of them are the powdered shades, and you have your shimmer shades as well. This could be date night, this could be wedding look, this could be all of the above. This eyeshadow palette goes a long way. Like I said, it is very pigmented. Let me see, I can swipe and show you guys how pigmented this palette is. Let me go on a shimmer, and this was just one swipe. See, it's pigmented, y'all, okay? I'm not even kidding you. It's pigmented, and I love this palette. And me, I wait for the perfect moments to where to use this eyeshadow palette. I don't just wear it every day like that or whatever, but like if I'm going to somewhere nice, date night, out, I use this palette. And I've used it, I have a video on my Instagram where I've used this palette already. I've used it a few times and it has done me right. So those are my 2 favorite palettes as of right now from Sephora that I recommend. After I do my eyes, I go right in with an eyeliner. And you guys, my favorite eyeliner, and it's gonna keep being my favorite eyeliner as of right now until something comes up and sways me differently, it's the KVD Tattoo Liner. And this is not even the newest one that I have, but it's here somewhere. But y'all, this eyeliner, liquid liner, guys, when I say it does the job, it does the job, and it does it well. It is so black, it is matte, it lasts. Okay, because I really be like, with my makeup wipes, I be like, okay girl, you can come off. I love this liner, and it lasts me a good minute too. Like this one is the first one that I've ever had got, the tattoo liner, and it lasts me. Keep in mind, I don't wear makeup every day. I do wear makeup like once a week or once every other week. So that's why a lot of times these products do last me a long time. So when I say that these last me a long time, is because I don't use it often, but still, like it does last though, to me, in my opinion. So this lasted me about a year, I think, a year and some change, even though it's not supposed to, but it lasted me a good minute, and it always get the job done, always. So I highly high key recommend Kat Von D liquid liner. Okay, all right, so that's another one. All right, so after I finish my liner, I go ahead and apply my lashes. Now when it comes to lashes, I do not get my lashes from Sephora. I have heard great things about, I think it's called Lily Lashes, if I'm not mistaken, from Sephora. I haven't got it because y'all, I be trying to save my coins, okay? I really be trying to save my coins, you know? And when I look at the prices, I be like, golly. Okay, so I do get my lashes from CVS, Walgreens, Walmart, and it's always Kiss brand. Okay. So when it comes to lashes, I do not get my lashes from Sephora. That I have to admit it. Now, after I apply my lashes, I then apply primer. The primer that I use and that I've been using since day one, since I started using primer, it is the Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Primer Clutch. Okay, like I'm about to finish this bottle, and I got me another bottle. So this here, baby, this is that girl. This is that girl. Now if we want to be affordable, I can tell you I'm gonna make a video of affordable products that I use, but as of right now, let's talk about this Sephora sale. And this, I think every girl should have this primer, period. Okay, no questions, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This primer, I feel like, has your makeup lasting all night, okay? And then honestly too, let it dry. I feel like allow this primer to get tacky before applying your foundation. Don't just apply this and then apply your foundation right away. No, you have to wait for this primer to get tacky before you apply your foundation. And this is that girl when it comes to primers. Okay, so yes. Now after I apply my primer, I then go in with the foundation. Now I have some favorite foundation. I have some foundations that is just sitting here and I have not used it ever since I purchased it because it just wasn't doing this. So the top 2 foundations that I highly recommend, well, I have 3 now, but my top 2, I'm going to show you the third one, but my top two. Let me tell you my top 1. My top number 1, and it is expensive, I must admit it, So I be trying to stay in my lane and try not to use this foundation every time I go out, because I be trying to save every drop, because that's how much I love this foundation. It is the Lancome Tint Idole Ultra. Girl, I was introduced to this foundation on my wedding day. My makeup artist, she had used this foundation on my skin, and baby, ever since that day, I've been delivered. And my shade is 555. It's 555. It used to be called 555 Sway C, but I don't see it says that anymore. It just says 555. So my shade is 555. And this, like, it's that, it gives you that skin finish touch. Like, it gives you skin. It's, I don't know how to explain it, but this is worth every penny for me. Like, if we talking about spending some coins, this, I would spend my coin on this all the time, because this is that foundation, and it lasts. Okay, I think it does say that too, 24 up to 24 color wear and comfort. Yeah, and it also say transfer resistant too. And come to think about it, yeah, I think it is true. I've never tested it out, but I've never had any issues where my foundation was transferring to, like, if I hug my husband or if I hug someone or anything like that. I have not had that issue of it transferring. So, girl, if you don't hear anything, hear this. This is my favorite. Now, all right, that's my favorite. So, number two, my number two favorite foundation is the Nars Light Reflecting Foundation. When I say light, this is light. This is light. It's really light, but it gives you that full coverage, in my opinion. So when it comes to this foundation, my shade, I'm still trying to figure out my shade. Sometimes I wear this shade alone, or sometimes I do mix it with the Lancome, because I just be, you know, I just love Lancome and I be trying to save. So I be mixing it sometimes with this foundation just to get that color, because whenever I apply my foundation, I do like to match my neck with my face, because I do have hyperpigmentation going on around my face and stuff like that. So I do like to mix this sometimes, or I do use it by itself. I did try Zambia, which is the color right after it, but that was a bit too dark. So I'm still trying to figure out my color. So anyways, this light reflecting foundation is that girl too. I love it. I love it. This is my second bottle and it's almost done, so I do have to get a new one. Okay, I'm gonna get a new one during this sale. So this is the other one. And then last but not least, the third one that I was telling you guys about is the new, I'm sure you guys probably figured it out, but it is the new Makeup by Mario SurrealSkin foundation. And this, I cannot say that this is for oily skin, because it does give that shimmery finish look. It gives that glowy finish look. It's not matte. I cannot say it's matte. It's not. So if you have oily skin, I don't highly suggest this. If any of those the foundations that I did mention and you have oily skin, I would say the Lancome. It has that nice finishing matte touch. And then the Nars, I can recommend that too, because it doesn't give me that much of a glow. But this, I wouldn't. But for those who have normal to dry skin, I would recommend the Makeup by Mario SurrealSkin. This is really nice. Like, it's a nice. It's a nice foundation. I've been wearing the 28W shade. Is it my shade? I think it is. I really think it is. I'm still trying to figure that out too. Like, when it comes to like finding your shade and products like this, especially if you're like a dark or deep dark shade, it gets kind of difficult finding your exact shade. So sometimes it may look like it's my shade and sometimes I have trouble with it, but I always fix it and make it work to be my shade. So I do recommend this foundation. Alright, so after I apply my foundation is then the highlighting part. So to highlight my face, to conceal, highlight my face, I only have one product one concealer that I highly recommend. A lot of people highly recommend the Too Faced, I think it's the Too Faced concealer. I have not gotten into that. Well, I did try it, but it just wasn't it for me. I do want to try their foundation though, because I heard great things about their foundation. But when it comes to concealer, I did not like it for me. I think I may have to go back and try it again or get the proper shade that I want. But when it comes to concealer, I'm obsessed. When I say I'm gonna show you how you know I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with this brand of concealer. Like, it is the Fenty Beauty Pro Filt'r concealer, you guys. I think I have more too. I'm trying to look for the rest. Like, I go on a collecting spree when it comes to this concealer, because y'all, I keep saying this is that girl, but this is that girl when it comes to concealer. And the thing is, what's so crazy is that I hear sometimes mixed reviews, which is crazy to me, but I highly recommend it because I love it. I love how it glides on my skin. I love how when I let it sit just a little bit, you know, to set, and then I start blending it out, it blends really, really nicely. It gives that nice highlight look. Get her. If you don't believe me now. This is it. Alright, after my concealer, I do apply bronzer. Well, before I blend my concealer, I do apply bronzer. Now, when it comes to bronzers, I have not found a bronzer yet at Sephora, which I think I did. The only thing is that I didn't get my color. I did not get my color, which was the Anastasia Beverly Hills cream bronzer, and I got it in chestnut, and chestnut is too light and I want to go deeper, so I haven't went back and got me a new one. But I've been using a more affordable bronzer, which is the Black Opal, and I get that from Walmart. Alright, so that's bronzer. Okay, so now after bronzer, then I blend my concealer, and after I blend my concealer, I go ahead and set my face with a setting powder. I don't bake. I do not bake. I tried baking and it just did not work for me. For some reason, I don't know if it's because I don't know how to blend it out properly, or I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but blending does not work for me. So what I do is I take my my powder puff, and I just press it. I just press the setting powder on, and that's it. It has been working for me, and we're gonna keep it like that. So the setting powder, I have two actually, but the goat that I highly recommend to everybody. And honestly, I got this from Vanessa. If you don't know who Vanessa is, guys, Vanessa is that girl. But anyways, so I did get this from her, I think about 2 years ago. When I was watching her video, I see that she used this setting powder, and I was like, let me get my hands on it. And ever since, this setting powder has been the girl. It's been that girl. And that powder is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose setting powder, and the shade that I use is Golden Orange. I use Golden Orange, and this does it right every time. And that's what I have on now, is this powder here. Yeah, and it's only that powder. So if you can take a good look, take a look. That's the powder that I've been using. So Anastasia Beverly Hills, it applies nicely, it presses on nicely, it doesn't cake up, it doesn't leave patches, because I've had some setting powders that I've used and it left like patches. I don't know, it just wasn't it for me. But this here, girl, run, don't walk, okay? I tell you this right now. And it lasts a long time, and this is big too, so it's been lasting me. Now, have I been using it for over a year? Maybe. But it does the job every time. Now, the second powder that I would highly recommend, that I feel does about the same thing, and it applies itself really smoothly and really nicely. It doesn't cake up patches, nothing. Is the Onesize. This is a, I think this is a loose setting powder, is it? Or is it a, this is a it says blurring setting powder, and honestly it gets the job done. And the shade that I have right now is dark deep. And to me, is it that it's a highlight now, because highlight is supposed to be a bit bright, but I think I was looking for more of a, like a little bit more deeper, not that deep, but a little bit more deeper for me, because sometimes I don't want to do bright, but it still get the job done, and I love it. I do have the small one because I wanted to try it out, and I have been using it a lot. So sometimes I apply the Anastasia on first, and then if I want like a little bit brighter, I would apply it in the inner corner of my eyes, on my face, to just give it that more popping, brighter look, if that makes sense. So it's the Onesize, and it's the Anastasia Beverly Hills Loose setting powder, shade golden orange. Hear me out, okay? So now after I apply the setting powder, I then, before I apply my bronzer, sometimes I do it either way, either or, but I'm gonna just do it as if I'm applying the bronzer after. So before I apply the bronzer, I know, like, y'all gonna get tired of me saying this is that girl, but this is that girl. And I've been using this for a minute. You guys, this product, if you want your makeup to have like that nice finish touch, for everything to blend in perfectly together and nicely together, this, and you can get an extra 20% off during this sales event. I'm not even selling this to nobody. I'm really like looking out for y'all. I feel like, I know I need to hurry up and show you, but I truly believe that after you apply this, after you apply your foundation, everything, and you use this product as your finishing powder, it blends everything out so perfectly, so nicely, especially if you purchase your proper shade. Everything is chef's kiss. Like, no matter if you made any errors or if you didn't blend anything properly, once you apply this finishing powder, everything ends up looking nice. Believe me when I tell you this right now. It is the Sephora Microsmooth Baked Face Powder. Listen, Linda, listen. And the shade that I use is Hazelnut, 75 Hazelnut. You guys, I've been purchasing this for 2 years now. Yeah, this year I think makes it 2 years. And I think this is my second one. And I need to get another one because a lot of times this shade don't be there. And I beg Sephora to please never stop selling this. But this, and I said this once already in the video. If you did not hear anything from me in this video that I said to go purchase, hear me when I say this is it. Get it. Even if you even if you use drugstore makeup, whatever type of other products that you may use, get this to finish it off. That's it. I'm gonna leave it there. I'm gonna leave that right there because this does the job every single time. I use like a puff thing. This, I got it from Amazon, and it gets the job done. Listen to me, okay? I'm not a pro makeup artist, but I've been doing my makeup for a minute, and I know. So that, get it. All right. So now, after I apply the finishing powder, I then go in with my bronzer. Sometimes, like I said, I either go in with bronzer and then I do the finishing powder, or I apply the finishing powder, then I do my bronzer. So the bronzer that I use is, I use two bronzers, but one of the bronzers is not sold at Sephora, so I'm going to only mention the one that is sold at Sephora, and that is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush bronzer. This is the girl too. Like I said, I've been saying it. I'm just telling you all the girls, okay, in all areas. I'm telling you all the girls. So this is how it looked. The shade that I use is number 4 and it's deep. And this is the bronzer. This is just her. It's her. It gets the job done. It does give you that airbrush look to me, in my opinion. It gives you that airbrush bronze look, like that finishing. It's just it. I love it, and I've been using it for a good minute now. So, and honestly, I use it all the time. Literally, I use this and another bronzer, but I use this the most. So I would highly recommend that. So now after I apply my bronzer, I then apply my blush. So now when it comes to blush, I have not really found blushes yet at Sephora. I get my blush from another brand that's not sold at Sephora, and the other blush that I use is from a local business. Well, she's here in South Florida, and she sells makeup products, and her blush palette is the GOAT, so I get my blushes from her. But one blush that I did purchase from Sephora, I think earlier this year, that I do like, but I don't use it that much because I'm stuck on this palette that I've been using. But here and there when I do use this blush, I do like it, is the Idole blush. And the color, the shade that I use is Admitted. So it says cream blush, but to me this is not a cream blush. This is definitely a powder blush, but who knows. But this is how the blush look, and this is the shade that I wanted and that I love, and it gets the job done. So if you want to try this out, go ahead and get it. It has not done anything harmful, or not harmful. It hasn't swung me the wrong way. I do like it still, but I don't use it that often to say, oh my gosh, that is that girl. But it does get the job done. Alright, so after we're done applying everything before lips to set our face, none other than the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I run through these bottles like nothing. I don't think this is the biggest size though. I don't think it is. I think there's a bigger size than this. Would this be more affordable? I mean, it makes sense to get the bigger size, but during this sale event, I probably do get the bigger size because it'll probably last me longer. But this is definitely the truth. My makeup definitely stays on all night. It gives you that airbrush finishing look. So I don't think I need to say any more, but definitely this is highly recommended. And again, that is the Airbrush Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Setting Spray. I almost forgot, another setting spray that you can get from Sephora is the Urban Decay. I think All Night. No, the Urban Decay is the one that's in the black and purple bottle. I will put a picture right here. That one. That one. I ended up falling in love with that one. It definitely had my makeup secured. Okay, so that and the Charlotte Tilbury setting spray is definitely clutch. Okay, so when it comes to lips, I do use several lip liners. I do use like a pencil liner from Wet n Wild, but I get that from like CVS or Walgreens or something. And then I also use the Makeup Forever lip liner, and I sometimes use this is the Limitless Brown, whenever I want like a brown lip liner. But if I want to go darker, I use like a cheaper or more affordable liner to outline my lips. Now when it comes to lipsticks, I have a thing full of lips, okay, and they come from different places. It's crazy. And it's crazy because a lot of them are nudes, but to me different brands nudes are different, so I just get them all. okay? But when it comes to purchasing from Sephora, my favorite, when it comes to lips, my favorite lip brand is Huda Beauty. It's because the way that it applies to the lips, the different shades of colors, how it lasts all night, the finishing look, the overall product is just A1 for me, and it's always Huda Beauty. So right now I have several, but I just can't find them. I would have to dig in that basket, but I'm not trying to do that right now. One of my faves is the matte lipstick Last Night. Definitely the truth. I love this matte lipstick. It's like a nude, like a brown nude lipstick. Then I also love her liquid mattes, and this is the Trendsetter and this is the Muse. I love using this. Like if I want like a pink look, I use this. I recently did a look on my Instagram and I used this. And like if I want to apply like Last Night, then I would apply Trendsetter on top of it if I want to give it that like really nice nude color. But again, Huda Beauty lipstick lines, like all of them, I love getting my lipstick from her line. And then now all of the other lipsticks that I do have come from other places and stuff, but when it comes to when I go to Sephora, I always go straight to Huda Beauty. So I highly recommend these. Right now currently on my lips, I don't have Huda Beauty on. It is a different, what do I have on? It's not Huda Beauty. Oh, okay, it's Juvia's Place, but you can get that elsewhere. But again, Huda Beauty. And then lastly, when it comes to gloss, I've purchased the, I think this is called Tower. I got this from Sephora. It's the Tower Shine On Lip Jelly in the shade Pistachio. You can get this. It's like, I don't know, because right now I have on another type of lip gloss, but let me see. Let's see how it's gonna look right now on this. See? If you wanted to just outline your lips and then apply this lip gloss, I feel like this is the truth. And then also too, the gloss line, they have different shades of color, and I definitely love this brand. I have the clear one too in this, and it's good. It's really good, and they're very affordable in my opinion. So these are the glosses. I have this is the Sephora lip glosses. They're good too, but I can't show you guys because I'm embarrassed. Because when I apply my lipstick and I apply the clear gloss and then I stick the stick right back in there instead of wiping it, it turns the liquid like a whole different color. Actually, this is going in the trash because the shade is brown now and it's making me gag. I haven't used it because I need to go get another one, and I'm definitely gonna get one during the sale. So and that is the Sephora lip gloss. I'm not gonna show you guys the bottom, but it's the Sephora lip gloss, and it comes in clutch. All right, that is it. Those are all of the products right now that I would, well, I forgot about perfumes. But I feel like when it comes to perfumes, if we're gonna talk about perfumes, it's gonna take me a minute, because as you can see, I have a few back here and I have a few like just slinging around my house. So honestly, like if we want a long story short, when it comes to fragrances, I highly recommend YSL Libre Kayali. The apple is like the apple one, and her vanilla too. And then I also recommend YSL Mon Paris, Chanel, Chance, this one, The Hill, the Carolina Herrera, Good Girl, what else, the Fenty. A lot of people, I've heard mixed reviews where some people don't like it, but I love it. But I like to use that fragrance in the winter. What else? Those are like my main ones that I would highly recommend. But me, during the sale, I'm gonna go and get the Valentino, which one is that again? It's one of Valentino's one that's, it's like the purple color looking one. That one, I'm gonna go and get that. I'm gonna go get let me look at my cart. I want to get Burberry Her. I want to get that. Kilian Paris Angel. That's what I want to get. But I'm going to see how low it goes during the sale to see if I'm going to get that, because currently the current price is $230. But I've heard great things and I want it. I think that's it when it comes to fragrance. That's what I'm planning on getting during the sale. And if you have any more suggestions, definitely leave them down in the comments below. I would love to go and purchase them and try it out. Also too, if you have anything else that I didn't mention in this video that you would like for me to go try and to see if I would recommend it or not, please list them down below. I would love to get them and try them. Some products that you highly recommend, I would love to go and get them too. Now, a little disclaimer, when it comes to skincare, I am very particular and cautious because, again, even though I have normal to dry skin, sometimes my skin do get sensitive to some things. Like there was a product that I used that I know that a lot of people like, but because it had rose in there, I had a major breakout and I had to go and return it and I could not use it. So I'm very particular when it comes to skincare products, so I don't usually take recommendation when it comes to that. But when it comes to makeup, fragrance, and all of the above, feel free to leave them down in the comments below because I would love to go and purchase them and try them. Actually, I do have a Sephora package coming this Wednesday. It's the Fenty lipstick. It's not MVP, it's the other one. I have that, and I have Patrick Ta's bronzer palette thing that I'm getting, and it was something else in there. Oh, the new Kayali fragrance, but I did it in the travel size because I wanted to see how it smelled first before I purchased the bottle, and I will keep you guys posted on that. But I've heard great things. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys enjoy the recommendations that I had. If you do and go buy it, please let me know how you loved it. If you tried it out before, you didn't like it, let me know down below. Or anything else you would love to see on any upcoming videos, leave it down in the comments below. And all the products that was mentioned in this video today is going to be listed down in the description box. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I hope to see you guys on my next video.